I don't know if you are in Georgia, but those of us in the metro Atlanta area got poured down on today. Somewhere around 5 o'clock this morning, it went crazy. I'm like, wait a minute. And then they said it was a tornado watch. I'm like, okay. So I'm going to just speak the blessings that, yeah, it's just raining, still crazy, but not as bad as it was. So I am so grateful for seasons of rain, seasons of sun, seasons of blessings. We are in the middle of seasons of blessing. If you so choose to see it, some people don't see it. But I need you to pay attention and count your blessings. Whenever things are not going according to plan, sometimes we got to just stop, take a step back, and start counting the blessings. Steve Harvey said, make a list of 300 things that you're grateful for. Could you make a list of 300 things that you're grateful for? Then, when anything comes up that feels off, just start reading your gratitude list. And when you start reading your gratitude list, somewhere around 17 or 20, whatever is going on doesn't mean anything anymore. Because there's so many other things to be in gratitude for. Being grateful is the key. People ask how you do it, how you do it. Just be in gratitude for everything that's already all right. Be in gratitude for everything that's already done. Be in gratitude that you flipped the switch this morning and the light came on. Be in gratitude when you pulled the faucet that the water came out. Be in gratitude for when you opened the refrigerator, it was some food in there. You had a cup of coffee, you had a cup of tea, you had some breakfast. When you start counting the things to be in gratitude for, when you opened up your drawer, you found clothes that you could put on your back. You opened your closet and it was clothes in there too. And then you opened up the closet and put on a pair of shoes. Some of us have multiple pairs of shoes. Start your gratitude list so that when something else comes up, you can remember that you have so much to be in gratitude for that thing is going to end up on the gratitude side too. Because the thing that we know that is true, you are on the other side of 100% of the things that you thought you wouldn't get through. You through it. It's done. Whether it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, or yesterday. You are 100% through everything that you didn't think that you would come through. You are through it. God has blessed you through it. God has blessed you through the thing that you cried about, you screamed about, you might even fought about. But here you are on the other side. I'm so grateful to be here in this moment with all of you as I watch the tides turning. If you see the tides turning in your life, please put a one in the chat because I know that there's something happening all around for kingdom people. Tides are turning. Things are changing. Right now, things are changing. I feel it in everything. Even in the grocery store, outside in the yard, in the garden, like I feel change in the air. I feel like this change is so pivotal that's happening that generational curses are being broken. And not for a time, but forever. I feel like you are the one. You are the chosen. You are the one that has been chosen to break the generational curses in your family. That you are the one that will be remembered for generations and generations to come because you are brave enough to step out there and do something that has never been done before. You're the one. You're the one that's, hey, YKJ, you are the one that is going to do it. There's no more talking. You're the one that's going to walk in the bank to get the money to start the project. You're the one that's going to do the paperwork. Because you know, some people do it, but they don't do the paperwork. You're going to be the one to do the paperwork. You're going to be the one to file the taxes. You're going to be the one to create a generational business. That made me think about Harmony Russell and the Russell Innovation Center for Entrepreneurs, the Rice Center that I go to. Harmony Russell had a dream for Black people. And it started surely with his relationship with Martin Luther King. Harmony Russell was the financing behind the civil rights movement. He is the one who bailed Martin Luther King out of jail. He's the one who bailed the students at the counter out of the jail. He was the money behind it. But he built something. He learned construction from his father, built his first house when he was 14 from scraps that his father brought home. But I don't even know his father's name, but I know his because he was the one who broke it, who broke all of it. If you read his story talks about becoming a master general contractor where in a time where Black people couldn't move the way that they wanted to move, that he was the only Black contractor getting white contracts. And not just in Georgia, not just in Atlanta, but across the nation. He was summoned to come. And not because he was Black. They summoned him because of the quality of his work. They didn't want to hire nobody Black. But he was the best of the best. So they had no choice. So he built Atlanta and a whole lot of other places because of his work ethic, because of the quality of his work. He did not cut corners. Excuse me. And now his legacy continues not just for his family, but for mine. Thank you. For my family now. Because his family, thank you, Jeremiah, thank you, Noreen, because him and his family laid out something that not only changed their family, but now changes any family that walks through the door of the Herman E. Russell Center for Entrepreneurs. So that you can go in there with your idea and leave out with a viable business. You're the one. You're the one that's going to do it. You're the one that's going to make it happen. You're the one that's going to show up and show out. You're the one that's going to bring everybody out for whatever that thing is that has been laid on your heart to do, whatever it is, whether it's construction for your family, whether it's service oriented, whatever it is, you're going to be able to do it. And I am so grateful to sit where I sit because I get to see it. I get to see it. I get to watch it. From this vantage point, I get to see all of you do great things and even benefit for some of the great things that you do. And all I can say is that God is amazing. that I get to meet and be with all these amazing individuals, all of you who continue to just show up and show out in whatever your gifting is. And we all get to benefit because you were brave enough to take one step. Because that's all you got to do. Take one step. One. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes and then let it all fall where it needs to fall. Say yes to whatever it is that has been laid on your heart to do. Just say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes. When you say yes, I'm going to do it, God will move obstacles and providence in your path in order to allow you to do all of the things that you've been dreaming for, hoping for, believing for. And we all get to watch, and some of us even benefit from the work that you are choosing to do. I just have one question. How long will you wait to say yes? How long will it be before you do it? How long will the process be for you? Don't wait any longer. You're going to say, March. What is it? On your mark. Are you on your mark? Get ready. Go. 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 If you're ready to go and are going, put a 1 in the chat. I want to know who it is that I need to look back on 30 days from now, 60 days from now, 90 days from now, a year from now, to see where you are, to see what you are doing, knowing that you believe that it is your turn, it is your time, that it is time to do the thing. And this is also what I know. If you don't do the thing, ugh, what would your life be like if you don't do the thing? You're doing the thing? What would your life be like if you don't do the thing? Would you be destined to stay in the same neighborhood, drive the same car, work the same job? Ooh, ooh, ooh. If you do nothing and you don't do the thing, everything stays exactly the same. And I don't know about you. Yes, deal with the same people. You know, there are people that are in and around my circle who receive government benefits. And I'm not opposed to government assistance when you need it. We pay for it. And if it's your turn, it's your turn. Get what you need for yourself and for your family. But the thing one of my friends said was, oh, I can't start my own business. because I'm only allowed to make 700 extra dollars. If I make more than 700 extra dollars, then I'll lose my benefits. Ain't that the point? I'm like, interesting. So you destined for this much for the rest of your life when you can have this much. Not just enough for you and yours, but enough for everybody. There are people stuck in that mentality, stuck in, I need somebody to give me something always in order for me to maintain and be okay. Go ahead, Yolanda.
I was laughing because you said that somebody, I got people in my circle too, right? And they want to step out in that gift and talent, but they hold themselves back because they either getting Social Security or, you know what I'm saying? And I laugh because I deal with a lot of entrepreneurs that do want to start a business and they still go looking for a job when you got the opportunity to make a much money. Do you rather for me to give you a rated $10 an hour versus you can make $300 in 10 seconds? It's the mindset of people, and I get it, but I just don't get it. Like, you rather be stuck and complain all day about not having money to pay your bills, but you have this opportunity in your face to make as much money as you want, but they fall back on a job. And I understand about security. I get it. I understand you want to make sure your bills is paid, but you can't be on the fence talking about what God told you to do, but I can't do it because that's crazy. But again, that's where you give them workshops.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, and one of my friends, God rest her soul, she is the one who taught me about government assistance. I didn't even know it was a thing. I didn't know. And so she said, "You're not getting no food help." I was like, "They do. Who do that? Who do that?" So green, don't know. She taught me that. But the thing that was also happening with her, we met in school. We were in school. I went to school for medical transcription and hospital administration. This was back in the 80s. And at the time, she was living in a Section 8 house, receiving all the government benefits, food stamps, medical. She was getting WIC for her kids. And so every part of her life was impacted by government assistance. And the thing about that was, prior to her, the Section 8 house that she lived in belonged to her mother. And then prior to her mother, that same Section 8 house belonged to her grandmother. You get what's happening here? Generation after generation is being caught up in the cycle of what government benefit could I receive. And did you know, and I just found this out not too long ago, that if you are on Section 8, that Section 8 has a home buyer program. Section 8 will help you buy a house. But people don't look further than what the program is doing for me right now. And there was an article that I read that a woman, a single mom making $30,000 a year could get Section 8, food stamps, medical, and something else. And because of those benefits, people get stuck right there and they don't go any higher than that, because if they do, it jeopardizes their benefits. It just like Yolanda said, it truly is a mindset. It is programming. It is all of the things. But here in this space, we want you to know that it is a temporary stop not a stay. A temporary stop, not a stay. Because when benefits and programs start to fall apart, what happens then?
Hmm.
What happens when they decide that we're not giving nobody no food stamps? Didn't that just happen?
Yep. What about when the dollar bill is gone? Is the dollar bill is only 3 cent? So they was talking about getting rid of the dollar bill, and that's why they turned into digital, the little pay card and stuff like that, because they are getting rid of the dollar bill. But what you gonna do then? That's the problem with the mindset stuck. But that's choices too. That's choice being scared, feared. That's what the government, well, the system want people to do is be scared because they don't want you to be great. So at the end of the day is step out of that fear because life can be much better if you choose to do it.
Yes, absolutely. So there you have it. The big question is, will you take the step? Will you say yes? Will you say yes to your gift and talents? Or will you be the one who buries talent and never use it? Never change anything for yourself or for your family? See, don't you want to be the one that they remember? Don't you want to be the one that ends up on the mantelpiece? That's my great, 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 great grandma, my great, great, great granddad. He bought me my first house. He bought me my first car because it was in some trust that I was supposed to get. Yup, I'm a trust fund baby. They don't want you to think, use your creativity or critical thinking skills. Absolutely not. Talent was what was discussed on the devotion call I was on earlier. Yes, alignment. Let's go. Go ahead, Les.
I came into this conversation a little late because I'm watching my grandson, but I heard the part about the Section 8. I mean, this is so weird. Like, y'all talking about this, and I come in at the time that I came in because literally in January, I was having this conversation with a young lady from my hometown, right back in New Jersey. And the situation with her now is, you know, she had gave up her job. I mean, she gave up her Section 8. She had got a good job. She was working for the city. She was making good money. And she gave up Section 8. She gave up food stamps. She gave up all of that stuff. And then 2008 happened and she lost all of that. And she ended up homeless. And she went into this really deep depression. So I was in Jersey recently and I saw her and we connected. And she's back on her, well, she's back up on her feet. She went through a whole lot of stuff before that. And we were having a conversation and I was telling her about what I do. She said, Leslie, the problem with all of that is there's no classes or training for how to do that.
Mhm.
There is no place to go for how to break that generational curse and do it successfully. She said, everybody just kept telling me this is what I should do. I could do this, I could do this. And she said, I did it, but she said, well, there was no help getting there. And she said, look at women, young girls now, where she's working with women that are using abortion for birth control. And she was like, when I talk to these young girls, they I don't know, there's no place for me to tell them to go to get help with these mindset shifts. I said, well, all the women groups and all the empowerment groups and all of the women stuff today with the Oprahs and all of the stuff we have, like you're talking 20 years, almost 20 years ago, it's still nothing. She said, honestly, no. She said, these young girls are still coming out of high school having a baby so that they could get on welfare, so that they could get on Section 8, so that they can get a sense of security because they're not getting it at home. I was like, well, damn. So when It's just a cycle. It's a cycle that they keep us in.
But the work is out there. And
The
even
work, yeah.
the work is out there. The classes and things are out there. The programs are out there. I've
Mhm.
been a part of them. I taught GED in Philly in, I don't know, sometime in the 90s. And a lot of the women that were in the GED program came from the welfare office.
Listen, let me tell you, not to cut you off, but let me say this. Right here in Georgia, right now, human trafficking is the worst it's ever been.
Obviously.
But we think of human trafficking. I don't know about what y'all think, but I know I thought when in my industry we talk about human trafficking a lot. A lot of times people think about human trafficking as somebody snatching somebody and taking them somewhere else and doing
Nope.
something bad with them. No, that's not all human trafficking is. This, right now, right here, I just talked to a young lady. I was introducing myself because she had really bad acne. And I don't know how the whole conversation happened, but she was saying to me that it was a long conversation, but she told me that she works for this guy. They work under the table. They she said these guys recruit them. They see them in the mall. They go out. They check them out. She said that's how she got with them. And she said, I just have a high school diploma. I don't have any other knowledge. I don't know how to get out of this cycle because I make really good money. I don't have to prostitute or anything like that, but I make really, really good money. And I can't get out of this cycle because it's maybe she's not prostituting herself, but it's very borderline close to that. And I really don't want to say online over the phone what she was saying,
Mhm.
but it's a lot of them. She said, most of my friends, they need skincare help. She said, she said she can make $1,000 a night doing what it is they do. And it would blow your mind if I said it. But that's happening right now. They have no additional education. They came right out of high school. They're in the mall. They get recruited by these guys, bring them in, show them these opportunities. These girls are making all of this money, but they can't get out because they don't have any other knowledge or information. So I guess what I'm saying is there are those programs. There are. I know. I've seen them. I've worked with them. I know they are. But
Yeah.
why are they not connecting with the actual people that need them? I think that's the question.
Can I answer that real quick?
Please tell me, because I want to tell this young lady what to
Real
do.
quick, because we gotta go. Real
Okay.
quick.
Sorry.
So basically, you have to understand their environment. You know what I mean? We know because we go searching for it.
Mm-hmm.
Those babies is the babies that we should be going to get, but at the end of the day we can't push and pull. That's just their environment, and when they meet someone like you, your goal is to, like, you could have invited her straight here to hear this call. That's just not a push, but just to offer, hey, this, let me introduce you to a group of
And
people.
did. But go
Right.
ahead.
But that's how we have to do, because there is a pool of people out there that just don't know, and we have the information. And that just a plug. Everybody on this call, that is a service that
Mm,
you could provide.
yeah.
So the thing is, the where you have to start is with you. That's the whole point. Start with you.
Mm-hmm.
And with you, it pans out. There are people on this call that I met in movement. I met Manya in movement. I met Sasha in movement. I met Emily on another call in movement. People that are here. Ruby came from TikTok. Lynn came from TikTok. So you just have to keep doing your work. You do your part, and then it reaches. And
Good.
each person knows 2,000 people, minimally 2,000 people. And so you keep doing your part, and those lives will be touched, and God will send those who will get touched by the work that you do. So our job is to do our job. That's it.
Because
Do
she sent me. Yep. That's it, Darlena.
We just soul seeders. That's all.
That's
so as long as we continue to do that, and we don't close our doors and leave everything on the inside, and don't not, those people will be saved by
mm,
maybe not you, but the next person and the next person, the next person. God sees. And
absolutely.
when it's time, it'll be time. So that's the part we lean into. Just do your part. Do your stuff. Put your gifts and your talents out in the world. And as you do so, the lives of people that belong to you will come to you because everybody has an assignment and people assigned to you. So that's just your assignment. Then he says you gotta want it, desire it in order to change it. It's a passion to be better than themselves. And Venus, you set your alarm. You got up late, so I'm gonna do our reading. And I'm just really grateful for all of the conversations that we get to have here because they're all important. And so when you ask me, what they say that song that say you ask me what I do and what I do it for, this is what we do it for the lives of the people we get to touch. There's many age groups and people that will be touched by your work. Somebody will tell somebody who'll tell somebody who'll tell somebody. And the best work is the referral work. Oh, you got to get on this call. Oh, you got to talk to my friend. There's so many times that I had somebody call me and they got a third party on the phone saying, listen, my friend needs your help right now. Can you talk to my friend right now? That's happened to all of us. So let us lean into the work that's been given unto us to do. So our cards for the day just says, I'm totally adequate for all situations. I'm totally adequate for all situations. I am one with the power and wisdom of the universe. I claim this power, and it is easy for me to stand up for myself. The second card says, I create easily and effortlessly when I let my thoughts come from the loving space of my own heart. My heart is the center of my power, and I follow my heart. Simple, easy, amazing. Let's see. Let me jump into our 5 minutes of gratitude. It starts with the word, this is a wonderful day. I've never seen it before. This is a wonderful day. I've never seen it before. Fill in the 4 blanks. Something in my life that makes it worth living. A quality of one of my closest friends I absolutely love. What I appreciate most about this moment. An opportunity I have today that I only dreamt about having previously. And the affirmation says, I believe in my ability to ride the waves of shift and change with ease. We are riding the waves of shift and change. So keep riding the wave because the waves is waving. The waves is waving right now. So today is March 16th. And it starts with letters ILVU 4FR. The trick, according to Shalang, was for Jonathan to stop seeing himself as trapped inside a limited body with a 42-inch wingspan. The trick was to know that his true nature lived as a perfect unwritten number everywhere at once across space and time. Robert signed Janet's senior yearbook in the above personal shorthand meaning, I love you forever. Oh, that's so cute. I love you forever. That's what that stands for. ILVU, the number 4FR. I love you forever. Shortly after graduation, the two married and bore a beautiful son, Teddy. Robert was offered a good job and flew to New York for an interview, for which he called with the exciting news that he had been hired. Tragically, he never arrived home. He was killed by a drunk driver several months later. Janet's funds were dwindling and her life looked hopeless. 4-year-old Teddy was drawing with crayons one day when he said, matter of factly, Daddy, and he said, Daddy, and wrote, I love you forever, followed by, MDTNBK34STBX1142. Janet looked at the paper to Robert's business partner, and the two decoded Midtown Bank on 34th Street. Remembering Robert's business trip, Janet dipped into her small savings and flew to New York. There she found Midtown Bank and learned Robert had taken a safe deposit box in which she found an insurance policy for $200,000. A very thin veil separates the physical world from the world of spirit. While everything on earth seems solid, it is interpreted with other dimensions that we can perceive with higher vision. If necessary, we can communicate with those spirits and they with us. Love has the power to span dimensions. If you have a dream or the sensation of a departed loved one, it is likely that they are in your field of consciousness in which to communicate with you. There is nothing spooky or interdimensional about interdimensional communication. It is as real and as natural as two people on different parts of the globe communicating via telephone. Open your mind and heart to a greater universe and be blessed by the love from all dimensions. Open my eyes, mind, and heart to the highest communication in spirit. Everyone I love is always with me. That's so pretty and so beautiful. Baby. Okay, baby. Out of the mouths of babes. How beautiful is this? I don't even know what to say to that, but that what? 4-year-old Teddy was drawing with crayons one day when he said, matter of factly, Daddy, and wrote ILVUF number 4FR, followed by MDTNBK34STBX1142. Midtown Bank on 34th Street. What? And found $200,000 in life insurance in the Midtown Bank on 34th Street that a 4-year-old just happened to write down after saying the words daddy that was departed. These things happen. They happen all the time. It happen all the time, but people are afraid and scary and all kinds of things. I tell my ancestors and spirit guides and whoever is around, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Send me signs. I'll take the signs, but don't say nothing out loud. Don't move things around. Don't do none of that. Don't do none of that. But you can have somebody tell me something. They could tell me. Send me a letter. Don't talk to me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't try to take over my mind and my spirit and all that, because I know people that do that too. I don't want to hear none of that. Not like that. Not like that, Lord. Not like that. I take all the signs and wonders another way, but not like that. But those things do happen. They do occur. And I'm just grateful that God knows how to communicate with us. God knows what we can handle every single time. And, you know, the messages that come from people, places, things, you could think something and all of a sudden the sun shines on you and you know that that's the right answer. That's Venus said the same. She said that's the same now. Yeah, no. I'm with you. But there is so much gratitude for all of the messaging and how we receive it. A lot of times, some of the messages that I receive come right from this room, from one of you saying something. Divine alignment happens in every area of our lives. So there's so much to be grateful for. And I'm thankful for each and every one of you. So does anybody have anything they want to add before we go? All right, Dr. Long, will you please give us any thought you may have as well as our blessing for today?
Yes, the getting messages. I heard something hit the floor in the room behind me, and on the counter it stays a picture of my sweetheart Art and me. And it was in the middle of the kitchen floor. Now, something don't just drop off a counter and end up in the middle of the floor. And I said, okay, honey. And he's telling me, keep going. Don't sit in that chair and feel sorry for yourself. I heard the message. When I heard the thing, I wouldn't go in there for a while because I didn't know what had happened. But when I looked and it was a picture of him and me looking up at me from the middle of the kitchen floor, I said, okay, honey. And that's all I said was okay.
You can't say.
Because they're around you, they're there, they love you, they still love you from the other side. It's just a thin veil. And my parents came and got my brother because we prayed, please. My other niece prayed, please come get Uncle Charlie and take him home with you because he's in so much pain. The next day he was gone. So how do I mourn that? You know, they came and got him and took him on home. And he loved to roller skate. I saw him putting on his skates. You know, he's in better shape than we are. He getting ready to party. He could skate faster backward than most people could skate going forward and did tricks and stuff. The girls all wanted to skate with it. And we're here trying to figure out our taxes, right? Hello. Anyway, I'm blessed going in.
Blessed going in.
I'm blessed coming out.
Blessed coming out.
Oh, the other thing is one person plants a seed, the next one waters it, and the next one harvests. So just do your part. If you have it on your heart to say something to a young person, don't be afraid they're going to cuss you out. They might. But if you have it on your heart to plant that seed, please do that. We're blessed going in.
Blessed going in.
We're blessed coming out.
Blessed coming out.
We're blessed in the city.
Blessed in the city.
We're blessed in the field.
Blessed in the field.
I'm always in the right place at the right time.
Always in the
right place at the right time.
With the right people.
The right
With
people.
the right people.
Doing the right thing.
Doing the right thing.
Doing the right thing.
For the right reasons.
For the
For
right
the right reasons.
And everything's in divine order.
And everything is in divine order.
All the time.
All the time. As Jabez says, bless us indeed.
As Jabez says, bless us indeed.
Expand our territory.
Expand our territory.
Extend an open hand of favor to us.
Extend an open hand of favor to us.
That we may do no harm.
That we may
do no harm.
And this is big. We let go and let God.
And we let go.
We let go and let God.
Then go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
And let the blessings and the money roll in.
Let the
blessings and the money roll in.
From the north, south, east, and west.
From the north,
south, east, and west.
From above and beneath.
Above and beneath.
From above and beneath.
From known and unknown sources.
From known and unknown sources.
Tell us about the money, Dr. D.
We have supernatural unlimited money, sowing supernatural unlimited seeds.
And we live and give out of God's overabundance, so we never run out.
Never run out.
We always have more than enough.
Always have more than enough.
More than enough to do anything our heart desires.
More than enough to do anything that our heart's desires.
And more than enough to do anything God puts on our hearts to do for others.
More than enough to do anything that God puts on our hearts to do for others.
We have money to spend, money to lend, and money to keep.
Money to spend, money to lend, money to keep.
Because our bank is in heaven.
Heaven.
And we're the branch banks. We're the spout where the money's coming out.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Praise the Lord.
Just be mindful of where God wants that money to go, and don't not say what God puts on your heart to say. Don't edit about how the person's going to receive it. If God gives you a message to come out your mouth positively, will you please say it? Because that might be the what that person needs to hear. You hear them say they don't know what to do. They're put in your space so that you can help them.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen.
You said just do what you're called to do.
That's all. That's all. Don't edit about how they're going to receive it. Because look, if their life was jamming, they wouldn't need your advice. So don't worry about how they're going to receive it.
Yes.
Just be the spout where the money's coming out. That's all I got to say.
That's it, and that's all. Thank you, everybody, for being here, and have an amazing day on purpose. I'll see you tomorrow, same time.
All right.